Hi, my name is Ray Adams, and what I'd like to talk to you about right now is about choosing a divorce attorney. Many times when people start looking for a divorce attorney, they're looking for the meanest, baddest attorney in town, one who will start a war and fight it to the bitter end. And that's not necessarily the best thing for you. What you want when your divorce case is over with, you want to feel like it's been resolved, that it really is over, that you and your ex-spouse can now go on with your lives and everything is y'all can try to work together rather than continuing the fight and continuing to go back to court. Now, my job as your attorney would be to figure out whether or not the other side will be willing to do this or not, and to help them to come to the right conclusions about what would be fair to everybody involved. One of the most important things in any divorce case are the children and what's going to happen with them. And spouses, you know, they have their own self-interest involved, and they're all worried about, well, what about this and what about that? And all too often they get so caught up and worried about themselves, they forget about what's best for the children. And I think that as your attorney, part of my job is to keep you focused on, all right, what's really happening with the children? Are they getting to see the other parent enough? Do they have a good relationship with that parent? How can you help to keep them to have a good relationship with that parent? Now, I know right now that seems like the last thing in the world you'd ever care about, because right now you're mad at them. They've done dastardly things. You know, all you can see is that they're evil, wicked, and bad. But I'm telling you, from the kids' perspective, this is their mom and dad. They love them. They care about them. And if we just destroy the other side, we're destroying the kids. So what we want is, when we come out of this thing on the other side, we not only want to be able to get a fair settlement for you and a fair situation in the whole settlement of this thing, we also want to make sure those kids are okay, that the children are going to get through this with the least amount of turmoil and the least amount of heartache that they will carry on into the future. And mom and dad, you're going to need to talk to one another. And I know that's hard. You probably are having great difficulty talking with your spouse right now. But you've got to bridge that gap, or at least try. And you've got to do the things that you need to do so the kids can be okay. And that's part of my job, is to help you to understand that, help you to get through that, so that when the case is over, then the case is over. It's not going to drag on and just keep costing you money until forever. One of the biggest problems that I find that clients have is that because they are so hurt, that they end up doing dumb, stupid things. And by the way, I've been through a divorce. I've done those same dumb, stupid things after I'd been handling divorce cases for 10 or 15 years. It's just natural. It just happens because of all the hurt involved in going through a divorce. It hurts. It's like ripping your guts out. But what you have to remember while you're going through it is, look, what we're trying to do here is to get this thing resolved and settled. If all we're going to do is go beat up on the other person, in other words, we're going to go over there and we're going to give them a piece of our mind. We're going to tell them what they should be doing and how they should be doing it. And we're going to tell them how they need to be around the kids and all. If we act like that with our spouse, well, they're going to act like that with us. If we treat them with respect, then we can expect them to treat us with respect back. If we're over talking bad to the kids about them, well, why shouldn't our spouse go tell all the bad things about us? Everybody's got good points and bad points. Everybody does. And the last thing we want is for our children to be told about our bad things about us. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that we don't give any ammunition to the other side. You don't want to put stuff on Facebook that they'll just copy and take down and show the judge. You don't want to be sending emails that, boy, you're cussing them out, you're saying all of this stuff, and now they're down there showing it to the judge. You don't want to be calling them up on the phone and calling them names and telling them how terrible they are. They're going to record that, take it down there, and let the judge listen to it. Everything you do, sometimes you're just talking to who you think are your friends, and you're saying bad things about your spouse. And next thing you know, now we're down at the courthouse, and the judge is listening to this. And when the judge hears this kind of stuff, the judge is going, well, wait a minute. If they're going to say all these bad things about the other parent to the children, is this really the person that I want to hand over custody to these children? I don't think so. So you need to be very, very careful, and you need to talk to your attorney about what it is that you need to be doing, and making sure that you're doing the right things and not just giving ammunition to the other side. It's very, very important in every divorce case. I'm a former teacher, and I've been an attorney for over 35 years. I was a county court judge. Now, I didn't handle divorce cases, but what I learned as a judge is, what is a judge looking for? You know, when attorneys appear before a judge, what's the judge really want from them? So this is what I learned from being a judge. And it's very, very important, because when your attorney appears before the judge, you want your attorney to be able to get on the same page with that judge, and for the judge to understand what it is your attorney's trying to explain. And I think that my background as a judge helps me to be able to do that and do it in the right way. So if you need help, please give me a call. I'll be happy to help you. You can call my office, set up an appointment to come see me, and let's discuss your situation and see if we can't take care of it for you.